Fire, water, wind, dark. These are the elements of Dragalia Lost, but some tell tales of another, a light element that shines from the middle of Chapter 2. Cerise, the Woodland Archer, is a 4-star light bow, and the 5th and final free unit the player receives by playing through the story. Cerise is a member of the Sylvan race like Cleo, but unlike Cleo, she actually looks like the rest of the Sylvans in the game. As a ranged unit, Cerise performs best at a distance from her enemies, but since they just love deadly hugs so much, they have a habit of chasing her down, so make sure to dodge appropriately as you lob off volleys of arrows. Speaking of volleys, her 4th strike is great for placing short burst death traps of her own. As for skills, Cerise comes with 2 standard attacking ones. Both deal damage in a line, but the first skill, Radiant Bonds, can inflict paralysis. The other one is called Bolt of Light, which makes sense since Cerise is, of course, a light adventurer. Cerise's abilities are also pretty straightforward. The Bow Co ability is Skill Haste, which is always welcome as it raises the long-term DPS and allows for affliction skills like Radiant Bonds to be available more frequently. Her first standard ability is Full HP equals Strength plus 13%, which is only moderately useful considering ranged units are further from danger in a perfect world. Cerise also comes back with 2 affliction resistances, Curse Res up to 50% and Poison Res up to 25%. Poison Res is locked behind promoting at a 5-star. Huh? What is it? Luca? Who the heck is Luca? Sorry about that, it seems there's been a mix-up. The previously mentioned Lightbow doesn't actually exist, as I'm sure we would have seen them in all these events we've had so far, and Cerise is an entirely different character. Cerise, the Crimson Star, is a 5-star firebow acquired from the gacha pool. Unlike most gacha units, however, and even limited units, Cerise is only acquirable during Dragalia events. What? Dragalia Gala? But Dragalia is... Sorry about that, there seems to be a mistake in the name of the event. Rest assured the developers will be notified immediately. Anyway, being an only child, Cerise is more than happy to join up with the prince and his companions to help protect her village. And boy is she qualified. Cerise boasts not only the highest individual base HP in the game, but also the highest combined base stat total of any character. As previously mentioned, Cerise is a bow unit, and should attack enemies from a distance to avoid awkward conversations with fiends that may brag about not being only children. Cerise's stellar skills are not only great, but work rather cohesively. Her first skill, Brilliant Bolt, blasts fire in front of her and fires an additional shot for each active buff she has, capping at 7 shots. This works amazingly with her second skill, Cheerful Assist, that alternates between raising team strength and team defense temporarily. But temporary is even longer for her, as her 3rd ability increases the duration of buffs she receives. We've already covered Bow Co abilities in this episode, so I'll move straight to Cerise's first ability, Sylvan Strength 2. This increases Cerise's strength and critical rate for every 20 hit combo. Finally, Cerise is the only character in the game to boast a single ability that grants 2 full resistances, Woodland Blessing 2 that completely negates stun and sleep. As for equipment, Cerise is strong enough to use pretty much anything. For teammates, you really want Melsa, her best friend, on her team. If you missed Melsa during the Hypnos Raid event, just run the story units, or Makoto. In summary, Cerise is an amazing 5-star unit and is definitely worth obtaining. She's only available during Gala banners, and since saving Warmite is so hard, she's gonna be expensive. But remember, you only need to get her once since she doesn't have any siblings to match that incredible power. What is it now? Who the heck is Luke?